I finally understood why my family hates silence. In my family, silence was treated like an emergency. If a room went quiet for too long, someone would turn on the TV. If a conversation slowed, my dad would make a joke. If emotions got heavy, my mom would start cleaning something that wasn't dirty. Noise was comfort. Stillness was suspicious. I grew up thinking this was normal. It wasn't until I moved out and lived alone that I realized how loud my childhood had been. Not in volume, but in avoidance. Nothing was ever discussed directly. Problems were smoothed over, laughed away, or buried under small talk until they hardened into something permanent. When I came home for holidays, the pattern was impossible to ignore. Everyone talked, but no one said anything. Questions were surface level. Answers were carefully edited. The TV stayed on even during meals, like it was there to keep something else from happening. One night after dinner, the power went out. No TV. No music. No distractions. We sat around the table in the dark, lit only by our phones. At first, it was awkward laughter. Then shuffling. Then quiet. Real quiet. After a few minutes, my mom started crying. Not loudly. Just a few tears she tried to hide. My dad reached for her hand but didn't know what to say. That's when I realized the silence wasn't the problem. It was what the silence allowed. Grief that never had space. Regrets no one admitted. Years of pretending everything was fine because acknowledging otherwise felt dangerous. The noise had been protecting them from each other and from themselves. The power came back on 10 minutes later, and just like that, the moment vanished. The TV flickered to life. Someone made a joke. My mom wiped her eyes and went back to clearing plates. No one mentioned what happened, but I couldn't unsee it. Now, when I visit, I let silences sit. I don't rush to fill them. Sometimes it makes people uncomfortable. Sometimes it leads to real conversations. Sometimes it leads nowhere. And that's okay. Because I finally understand my family doesn't hate silence. They're afraid of what might speak if it's given the chance.